This is Dulia De Silva for Gold FM, bringing you your morning news.
The news headlines on Gold FM.
In your news headlines, Sri Lanka out of T20 World Cup after dismal performance. Former intelligence chief Saleh remains in custody for questioning. Electricity workers launch 6-hour token strike. Authorities crack down on gas hoarding and price gouging. And in news overseas, 4 dead after Cuba fires on American high-speed vessel.
The top story on Gold FM.
The Criminal Investigation Department continues to interrogate retired Major General Suresh Saleh, the former head of the State Intelligence Service, following his arrest under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Deputy Inspector General of Police Jalya Senaratne confirmed during a press conference at police headquarters that Saleh is being held for 72 hours regarding further investigations into the Easter Sunday terror attacks. Saleh, who served as the Director of State Intelligence, was apprehended by the CID officers yesterday in the Paliagoda area. Although he held a senior intelligence role during the war, he was stationed at the Malaysian embassy during the 2019 bombings, while Senior Deputy Inspector General Nilantha Jayawardena held the department. During the Court of Appeal proceedings yesterday, President's Counsel Ali Sabri strongly condemned the roadside arrest of the retired Major General. The remarks were made before an appeals court bench headed by Justice Ruhanta Besurya during the hearing of a petition filed by former military intelligence member Colonel Kanum Mathumage. The petition seeks an order to prevent Mathumage's potential arrest over the terror attacks. Addressing the court, Sabri highlighted the Major General Saleh's significant contributions to national security, noting his leadership in the operation that neutralized LTTE leader SP Thamilselvan and his role in the high-stakes apprehension of Kumaran Padmanathan in Malaysia. Sabri warned that playing with national security for political purposes is highly inappropriate. The President's Counsel further argued that investigations against his client regarding the alleged misleading of inquiries into the murder of 2 police officers in Varnathiv were baseless and lacked evidence. He expressed lack of confidence in the fairness of the probe, noting it has been conducted under the direction of CID Director Shani Abesekara.
This is the local news on Gold FM.
In the meantime, former parliamentarian and leader of the Pivituru Helauramea Udaya Gammampila was critical of the former SIS chief's arrest.
General Suresh Saleh is a decorated war hero who has played a crucial role in defeating the LTTE. Therefore, Tamil separatist movement is badly in need of getting revenge from General Saleh for the role he played. That's why several conspirators link his name to Easter Sunday attack in 2023 through a story telecasted in Channel 4 UK. And we can remember President Ranil Wickremesinghe appointed Imam committee to probe into this allegation, and that committee through their report logically with evidence established that this story is totally fabricated.
Venturing his thoughts on the arrest, he insisted that Major General Saleh's arrest is a calculated diversion tactic by the government, intending to mask its misgivings.
We can well remember this government, one of the main slogans for coming to power was that mastermind behind the Easter Sunday attack. So they know very well they can't find a true mastermind, so they have to rely on a fabricated story and catch war heroes, the enemies of the LTT, to please their financiers. That's why last year, April, when the Easter Sunday attack anniversary was nearing, they arrested Pillan on the 8th of April 2025. Similarly, Actually, they had planned to arrest General Saleh in the month of April. But government now need a distraction tactic. They have purchased inferior quality coal, and that's the biggest talk in the town. So they badly need a distraction tactic to give a new focus for the nation. That's why they advance arrest of General Saleh. We urge the government to don't hunt war heroes with fabricated stories. And we stand by with this decorated war hero, and we take every single measure politically as well as legally to safeguard and ensure his early release.
Colombo High Court Judge Udesh Ranatunga yesterday ordered the acquittal of Daisy Forrest, the grandmother of Yoshida Rajapaksa, in a case filed under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The court delivered the verdict based on a special psychiatric report submitted by the Colombo Judicial Medical Officer. The medical assessment concluded that the defendant lacks the necessary mental capacity to face trial proceedings. Police in Monaragala apprehended the second gunman involved in the fatal shooting of a lawyer and his wife in Akurikoda, Batramulla. Investigations revealed that the suspect, a former Navy sailor operating under multiple aliases, acts as the primary assassin for the organised crime leader known as Karantini Sudha. Two other accomplices taken into custody alongside him remain in the Western Province South Crimes Division as identified key associates of the same network. The suspect is linked to a string of high-profile killings, including the 13th of March murder of retired prison superintendent A.W. Siridat Dhammika last year. He is further implicated in the double homicide of a couple inside a shop in Kapuhena, Unukurua on the 18th of November and the 22nd of December assassination of a business manager, Hiran Kosala, in Ambalangoda. Authorities also identified him as the lead gunman in an attack targeting 5 individuals in Jintupidia just one day after the Akurikoda killings. 26 trade unions within the Ceylon Electricity Board are set to engage in a token strike today for a period of 6 hours starting from 12 noon. The industrial action stems from claims that authorities failed to provide a positive response to 8 specific demands submitted by unions regarding the restructuring process of the Electricity Board. Speaking at a press conference in Colombo yesterday, Kausalabe Singha, the president of the Ceylon Electricity Board Technicians Association, outlined the grievances leading to the walkout. The unions maintain that their concerns regarding the future of the state utility remain unaddressed despite ongoing discussions. The Public Utilities Commission initiated an investigation into the controversial importation of low-quality coal, following a directive from the Sectoral Oversight Committee on Infrastructure and Strategy Development. The regulatory move followed growing concerns over the procurement process and the technical specifications of the fuel currently being supplied to the national grid. Dr. Chamal Sanjeeva, the president of the Medical Professionals Trade Union Alliance, filed a formal complaint with the Bribery Commission yesterday, demanding a criminal investigation into the matter. Meanwhile, Member of Parliament S.M. Marikar claimed that the importation of substandard coal resulted in a loss exceeding 1.8 billion rupees, a financial burden he stated would ultimately be passed onto the public. The Consumer Affairs Authority announced legal action against shop owners found hoarding gas stocks or selling cylinders above the regulated price. This follows a crackdown in Norwood Town yesterday, where authorities initiated legal proceedings against a dealer caught selling gas at inflated rates. Litro Gas maintained that filling and distribution operations continue without interruption, reporting the dispatch of 50,000 domestic gas cylinders yesterday.
Now for some news in brief.
Mainly fair weather will continue across most parts of the island today, although morning showers may hit the western coastal areas and isolated thundershowers are expected in the southern province, Ratnapura and Monaragala after 2 p.m.
The business news on Gold FM.
And now it's time for a stock market update brought to you by Roshan Fernando of Capital Trust Securities.
The Colombo stock market closed marginally higher yesterday, recovering from declines seen in the first half of the session. The all-share price index increased 12 points to close at 23,703. The S&P 20 index also inched up 4 points to close at 6,685. Turnover recorded 4.02 billion rupees. Trading momentum was led by Axis Engineering, HMB Bank, and Prime Land Residencies. Sector-wise, diversified financials, capital goods, banking counters dominated the activity. 88 stocks gained in price while 123 stocks declined. The main drivers of the all-share price index was CDB Bank, Dialog Axiata, and Prime Land Residencies.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka banned ICAN Advertising Private Limited and its affiliated websites for operating prohibited pyramid schemes. An investigation conducted under the Banking Act revealed that the firm, along with platforms such as LANKA'S.com, engaged in arrangements that violate national financial regulations. The latest edition joins a list of over 20 identified entities. To view the full list, visit www.hirunews.lk/en. Private banks are moving into the final stages of talks with PayPal to enable services for local freelancers and small businesses. Telecommunications Regulatory Commission Chairperson Varuna Sri Dhanapala confirmed that the central bank indicates progress despite no official announcement yet. The move aims to formalise inward remittances that previously bypassed local channels through foreign accounts. However, users face a new 18% value-added tax on digital services starting the 1st of April, as part of government revenue consolidation. National Development Bank plc reported a record-breaking profit after tax of 11 billion rupees for the financial year ending December 2025. Net loans surged by over 26%, with credit to small and medium enterprises expanding by a quarter during the period. The bank also saw significant reductions in credit costs, which dropped by 57% due to improved underwriting and recovery efforts. DFCC Bank reported a 32% increase in profit after tax for the financial year ending December 2025, reaching a total asset base of 857 billion rupees. The bank's performance was bolstered by a 31% growth in its loan portfolio and the landmark acquisition of Standard Chartered Bank's retail and wealth operations in Sri Lanka. Additionally, the institution marked a milestone by issuing the country's first listed blue bond, valued at 3 billion rupees, which was significantly oversubscribed by investors.
International news on Gold FM.
Cuban border guards shot dead 4 people on a Florida-registered speedboat after the vessel entered Cuban waters. The Interior Ministry in Havana claims the passengers opened fire on a Coast Guard ship near Cayo Falcones, wounding a Cuban commander and leaving 6 others injured. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Washington is currently gathering facts to determine the nationalities of those on board and will independently verify the details.
Entertainment news on Gold FM.
Phil Collins, Shakira and Pink joined the shortlist of 17 artists nominated for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. The selection includes first-time nominees Jeff Buckley and the Wu-Tang Clan, alongside returning acts Oasis and Mariah Carey.
Sports news on Gold FM.
Sri Lanka's 2026 T20 World Cup campaign ended in a crushing 61-run defeat at the R. Premadasa Stadium as New Zealand's lower order staged a record-breaking recovery. Mitchell Satner and Cole McConchie rescued the visitors from 84 for 6, brutalising the bowling for 70 runs in the final 4 overs. Their unbeaten 84-run partnership set a new world record for the 7th wicket in a tournament, leaving the host nation shell-shocked after an initial period of dominance by the spin attack. The run chase collapsed immediately when Matt Henry bowled Pathum Nissanka with the first ball of the innings before removing Charith Asalanka shortly after. Sri Lanka's batsmen struggled to 20 for 2 in the power play, the lowest score of the tournament, failing to recover from the early breakthroughs. Rachin Ravindra spearheaded the spin assault with career best figures of 4 for 19, as the hosts limped to 107 for 8. Mahesh Theekshana experienced a volatile performance, taking 3 early wickets for just 9 runs before Mitchell Satner struck him for 21 in his final over. The capacity crowd watched in silence as the national side failed to progress, ending a tournament that began with high expectations for the host country. That's it for now. This is Dulia De Silva for Gold FM. Thank you and have a lovely day ahead.